Okay. Sharan, do you belong to this batch? Sharan, Yen Sharan. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's start the class. So today we will start the experiments as such, and yeah. Before I start, I'll just brush up with what I said last class. So fluid mechanics, we are given the basics, that is the fundamentals of fluid mechanics, the theory aspects, and what are the experiments that you're going to do in the FM lab. I told you there are about 13 experiments, out of which 6 are individual experiments, and around the remaining are 7 experiments are group experiments. One additional experiment also is there. So I told you about the part A and part B, which is there in the FM lab. And one thing I want to tell you, this time the exams will be there. It will not be like last time. This time, whether it is online, come what may, the exams will be scheduled. You will be facing the exam practically. Okay. So bear that in mind and put all your interest and listen to whatever we say and do the experiments completely. Okay. It's very important because just like last time, they won't give IA marks and then take half of the previous semester marks. All those things will not be there. So Pakka, you'll have to do all the experiments, give the readings, records, Viva, everything has to be done as though you have the regular classes. Is it clear? Okay. So having told you this, we'll start off with the experiment. So we in part A, we'll start with the first experiment. The first experiment is the orifice meter. That means performance, calculation of coefficient of discharge for orifice meter. Okay. Now, as I told you, what is an orifice meter? An orifice meter is a discharge measuring device. And orifice meter means what? Orifice means a circular hole. Okay, that's called an orifice. So within a pipe, you will be having a circular hole, and inside that circular hole, the fluid is going to pass through. And using the theoretical formula and calculating the actual values, you can find out what is the coefficient of discharge of that fluid. Okay, now coefficient of discharge, I told you, is defined as CD is equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. That is actual discharge by theoretical discharge is called CD. And CD ranges from say 0.6 to 0.8 to 0.9 to for a what you call orifice meter. Okay. Now, before starting, I have two things. I will be sharing the manual presentation. I'll be sharing in the presentation screen. I'll be sharing the manual when you have to do the calculation and the theoretical aspects of that. Okay. And before that, after the calculation, also you will be having a small quiz. So all of you, please have a paper and pen with you, and you will have to draw the tabular column, and you have to do the specimen calculation and tell me. I will be giving you the values. So you will have to put it in the tabular column, calculate the values, and then send it across to me. Before that, I would like to share one video with you. Just be there. I will try to share one video about the orifice meter. Can you see the screen? Students, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, can you see the actual video? Can you see now?
So video is
Hello?
not playing.
Video is not playing. Okay, okay. But you can see some video, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, video is not playing. Okay, some problem with the video. Okay. Not playing, no? Okay. Okay. Looks like video doesn't play. There's some problem with the video. No problem. I'm just can you see now, students? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? You can see the lab manual?
Yes, sir.
Students? Okay. Right. So what I'll do, since the video is not playing, I will take you directly through the lab manual. Okay. Now, see, this is the 5th semester mechanical engineering, fluid mechanics and machines laboratory, 18 MEL 57. And lab in charge is Shripad Divakar. Okay, so look at the marks. Conduction of the experiment 12 marks, record rating 8, Viva 4, total 24 plus internal assessment 16. So 24 plus 16, 40 marks. Okay, is the IA marks for you. Okay, so this is the syllabus. All of you can see, students, can you see this? Is it visible? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. It is.
Yeah. So this is the course objective, course outcomes. Yeah. So part A, you can see here, lab layout, calibration of instruments and standards to be discussed. Now determination of coefficient of friction flow, minor loss, momentum equation, or if it's plate, nozzle, venturimeter, V naught. Okay. And part B, turbines, pumps, and compressor and air blower. Okay. Now, one question from part A, one question from part B. 30 plus 50 plus Viva 20, total 100 marks. And that 100 will be reduced to 60 for you people in the, these are do's and don'ts. And this is the apparatus. Right. So I'll just come to this is a theory about the fluid mechanics. You will have to write down this in your records. Okay. So I'll be coming to the lab and The experiment which you have to do is calibration of orifice meter. So all of you please see this, right? Okay. Calibration of orifice meter. As I told you, what is an orifice meter? It's an instrument used to measure the discharge in a pipe. Okay. Now you have to find CD. What is CD? Coefficient of discharge. CD is always less than 1. So this is the apparatus. See here, you have the apparatus, measuring tank. First you have a tank here. This is a water tank. And here you have a pipe through which the water flows. Now here you have the orifice and you have a manometer. What is a manometer? Instrument used to measure difference in pressure head using a mercury column. Okay. So you have a tank here. Water flows through the tank. Okay. And you are pumping the water here. You have a pump. This is the sump where the water is getting stored. Now, inside this you have the orifice. What is an orifice? A circular plate. Okay. So now, what is the aim? To find coefficient of discharge and to calibrate the given orifice meter. All of you can see. Are you understanding? Students? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So this is the apparatus. So the setup consists of a horizontal orifice meter fitted to the pipe. So this is the one orifice meter fitted. You have this. Then it is connected to the control valve. So open the control valve, okay, and collect the water. Okay, let us see the procedure. What you have to do. Now, procedure. Make sure that pressure tappings are closed. Now, switch on the pump and open the delivery valve. Okay. Set the discharge using a rotometer scale. What is a rotometer? It's a device used to measure rate of flow, rotometer. And remove the air bubbles in the manometer by opening the limb valve. Note down the difference in head by closing the limb valve in the manometer. Okay. Now, this is the important thing. You have a water tank and through which the water is flowing. Allow the water to flow. Let the water flow for how much? For 10 seconds. Note down the time. Okay. Note down the time taken for 10 centimeter rise in water level. So what we are having now, water is flowing now. Now you have a scale. This is the scale. Here is the measuring scale. You can see here. This will tell you how much of water you are going to take. Okay. So first open the pipe, allow the water. Now the water is slowly going to rise here. Now check the level of water for 10 centimeter rise of water. So allow 10 centimeter rise of water level and you note down for 10 centimeter rise of water, what is the time taken, T, using a stop clock. So when you open the valve, you take the time, it will be 0. Then after 10 centimeter rise of water in the tank, water tank, note down what is the time after 10 centimeter rise of water. So you have area of the tank is given 0.12 meter square. Inlet diameter of the pipe D1 given 25 mm. Diameter at the orifice meter D2 12.5 mm. So D1 and D2 is given. Now you have to take the observation. So serial number here you will put 1. Rise in water level in meters. So what is the rise in water level? 10 centimeter only. I am keeping 10 centimeter constant. For 10 centimeter rise of water level, what is the time taken? Time taken for rise of water, 10 centimeter rise of water is how many seconds? Note down that. Then note down the manometer reading. How do you note down the manometer reading? Left limb, note down what is the height. Right limb, note down what is the height. That is H2. Left limb height is H1. Right limb height is H2. Difference of H1 and H2 will give you the manometric head H in meters. Listen carefully. This is in meters. Now I told you rise in water level is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter is 0.1 meter. So here you should put 0.1 meter. Time is in second. H is in meters. Keep everything in 1 unit. Next, I'll come here, then go to that column. Now, specimen calculation sample. Now, loss of head. Head loss H is equal to small h into SG minus SW meters, where small h is nothing but, here you took this manometric head H, H1 minus H2. That is this H. H is equal to H1 minus H2 in meters. Then what is this SG and SW? SG means specific gravity of mercury. SW, specific gravity of water. Specific gravity of mercury is 13.6. Specific gravity of water is 1. So 13.6 minus 1, that is 12.6 into the manometric height H will give you the value of total head loss, capital H. Okay. Now, what is our aim? We have to find CD. What is CD? Coefficient of discharge, which is equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. So if I find Q actual and Q theoretical, I can find CD, isn't it? So actual discharge Q actual is equal to A. A is area of your tank. They only given how much? 0.12 meters. They only given 0.12 meters into R. R is the rise of water level, that is 10 centimeter, that is 0.1 meter, divided by time. Time, whatever using the stopwatch, you have noted down in seconds, that time is T. So A into R divided by T will give you the actual discharge in meter cube per second. Now I will find out theoretical discharge. Theoretical discharge, the formula, if you take Bansal or any other fluid mechanics book, you can find the theoretical discharge for an orifice meter. Empirical equation or the formula is A1 A2 into root of 2GH divided by A1 square minus A2 square. Now A1 is the cross-sectional area of pipe at the inlet in meter square. That is D1 is given, isn't it? So take the value of D1. Therefore, A1 will be equal to pi by 4 into D1 square. Similarly, A2, cross-sectional area of orifice, which is equal to pi by 4 into D2 square. Okay, you will get A2. Area is equal to pi by 4 D square. So D1 is known, D2 is known. Find the area A1 and A2. Then, what is this H? This H should be small h actually. It is the manometer head, what you found out, H1 minus H2. That H you have to put here. If you put that here, divided by root of A1 square minus A2 square. So you will substitute the value of A1 and A2, cross-sectional area of the pipe. Once you do these two things, Q actual is obtained, Q theoretical is obtained, you can find CD, coefficient of discharge, equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. So that CD will be a number ranging between 0.6 to 0.9. Okay. Then, so we have done this. We have calculated the coefficient of discharge. Next, what is Reynolds number? You also need to calculate the Reynolds number. Why should you calculate the Reynolds number? You know that Reynolds number defines whether the flow is what? Laminar or turbulent. So I will calculate the Reynolds number. Reynolds number R is equal to rho Vd by mu. Now, rho is density of water, V is velocity, D is diameter of the orifice, mu is the dynamic viscosity, not velocity. There's a mistake here. It is dynamic viscosity, and mu is equal to 1 kg per meter cube. So, okay, once you do this, V, now you can calculate V, velocity, as V is equal to Q divided by A. How did you get that? You know that continuity equation Q is equal to A into V. Therefore, V is equal to Q divided by A, where Q is actual discharge, A is the area of the orifice meter. So V is equal to Q by A, you will get the value of V. Substitute the density, velocity, orifice diameter divided by absolute viscosity or dynamic viscosity. It is not velocity, it is dynamic viscosity divided by mu. You will get the Reynolds number. Now, if the Reynolds number is less than 2000, what it is? Laminar flow. Greater than 4000, turbulent flow. So result, you write down whether flow is laminar or turbulent. So result, coefficient of discharge CD is equal to how much? Second, Reynolds number is equal to how much? Second thing, if you are making 2-3 trials here, okay, I'll come to the calculated readings. See here, serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, you will start calculating for different head loss, and you will get different. The Q actual is different, Q theoretical is different. For 3, 4 values, you will do that. Then CD, you can calculate if there are 4 values, average CD will be the total CD divided by 4, and the average Reynolds number you can write here. Finally, plot a graph of CD versus Reynolds number. This is the one what you have to do. Okay. So students, are all of you listening? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all of you please take a paper and a pen and do this one. Note down the tabular column. And also observation, area of measuring tank, all these things are there, no? Note down these things. Note down the tabular column.
So I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
So where do you measure H1 and H2, sir?
Yeah, you have got a manometer. Okay. Before the orifice and after the orifice, you put in the manometer. Okay. The manometer
Yes.
left limb is there. The manometer right limb is also there. You attach it to the pipe. You attach it to the pipe. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And in that pipe, you have the orifice maker. So, in the left limb, you will get what is the pressure in the left side. And in the right side, you will get what is the pressure in the right. The difference in manometer reading using the mercury column is going to give you the value of. Any doubt?
So H1 is left side, sir.
Yeah, H1 is left limb, H2 is right limb.
Okay, sir.
In the fluid mechanics theory, you studied about manometers, right? So in the manometer, left limb and right limb will be there. They will use mercury, isn't it? So in the left limb, so to certain height, it would have risen, that mercury. Note down that value. Say 20, I'll give an example. Left limb 20, right limb 40. So what is the difference H1 minus H2? 20 minus 20, 40 minus 20 is 20. Okay, like that. Difference of H1 and H2. There will be a scale. Seeing that, you have to note down the reading. The difference in left limb manometer and right limb manometer will give the value of H in meters. Yes, any doubt? Yeah, there's no doubt. Just copy the tabulation for observed readings. That is there, no? You note down the tabulation for observed readings. Note down that. Are you noting it down? Observation also you note down. Area, inlet diameter, diameter of orifice, all these things you note down. What is there on the screen? You note down, please. Take a paper and a pencil and note down. Now what I am going to do is I am going to give you a sample reading. You have to calculate and give me the result. Are you noting it? Okay. Okay. Just note down. Observation. Area of measuring tank
Wait 1
A.
minute, sir.
Pardon?
1 minute, wait, sir. Still writing.
Okay. Yeah, do it, do it. Okay. Right. Area of measuring tank, note down. A is equal to 0.12 meter square, given there. Next, inlet diameter of the pipe D1 25 mm. And diameter at the orifice meter D2 12.5 mm. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I am going to give you the readings in the tabular column. Okay. So in the tabular column, tabulation for observed readings. Okay. Serial number 1, note down. Serial number 1, note down. Rise in water level. Rise in water level. 0.1 meters or 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter is 0.1 meter. Time taken 39 seconds. 39. Then manometric reading H1 left limb. Okay, H1 minus 1.9. Minus 1.9. H2. H2 3.4. 3.4. Now, can you tell me what is the value of H? Can you tell me what is the value of H? Yes, anybody? H1 minus H2 will be minus 1.9 minus 3.4. So H will be 5.3. Note down 5.3.
So minus 5.3 or just 5.3, sir?
Listen. I want only the difference. See, in the left limb, it has gone below. In the right limb, it has gone up. The total H is the difference of H1 and H2. Whether H2 is greater or H1 is greater is not the criteria. What is the total difference is what I want. No, in H1 it is below 0. In H2 it is above 0. The total difference will be minus of 1.9 up to 0 plus 2.4, which is 5.3. There is no symbol for it. Okay? Please mute that. Sound is coming. Did you understand? Minus 1.9 means take 0 as the reference level. So this is coming minus below the 0 minus 1.9. And this is 3.4 in the right limb above 0. So what is the total difference? From minus 1.9 to 0 is 1.9 plus 0 to 3.4. That is how much? Total difference is 5.3. There is, for H you won't get plus and minus. It is a total difference. Okay, it can be H1 difference of H2 or H2 difference of H1. Okay, any doubt? Next, take serial number 2, another value. Rise in water level, it is always 10 centimeter only, which is 0.1 meter. Time taken 32 seconds. 32 seconds. Next, manometer reading H1 minus 3.4. H1 minus 3.4. H2 4.9. So what is the difference now? 8.3. 8.3. And third value, serial number 3. Rise in water level, again 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter. That is constant. And using stopwatch, you have measured the time. Time taken is 26 seconds. 26 seconds. The manometer reading H1 minus 5.3. H2 6.9. 6.9. So what is the difference? 12.2. 12.2. Okay. Now I have given you all these readings now. This is the reading what you have taken. I have given this reading. Now you do the specimen calculation. Okay. Now all this sheet what you are doing, you have to upload in the Google Classroom. Okay. I will share the Google Classroom code. All of you should write your name and USN, put your signature, and post this one to the Google Classroom. Is it clear? Now do the calculation. Do the calculation. Yeah. Do the calculation. I'll leave this screen open like this. Do the calculation. See the formula in the manual. Do the calculation. Do it for serial number 1, 2, and 3. All of you are hearing me? Did you understand what I'm doing? Hello? Hello, students?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah, please do it now. You can see the formula right in front of you. Do it now. Yeah. So calculate. First calculate loss of head H, actual discharge, theoretical discharge. And tell me the value of coefficient of discharge. Okay. Okay. Anybody getting the answer? Anybody? Anybody is getting answer? Anybody got the value of CD? Yes, anybody got CD value? Yes, noted down the formula. I'll stop sharing now. Tell me how many got? How many could calculate? I noted down the formula.
What is the R indicates in actual discharge?
Yes, what do you want?
What is the R indicates in actual discharge?
Actually, R, I told you, it is the rise of water level for 10 centimeter. R is equal to 10 centimeter or 0.1 meters.
Okay, thank you.
So, could you please share the lab manual on the Google Classroom? It'll be easier for us.
If I give the whole lab manual, it will be equal to one by one. I'll post it. Okay, one by one. I'll post it. That is experiment. I'll post it. Okay, because otherwise you won't understand. I'll put one by one. Okay.
Okay, sir. For this one, could you put it now, sir?
Ah. No, I'll present it again. You just see. No, whatever you want to put it. Yeah, see what you want. You take down. What you want to take down?
So the formula, sir, after actual discharge.
Yeah, Q theoretical. I put it. No, I'm presenting. No, is it coming?
No, sir. So the time wasn't enough, sir. We were calculating
One
it then
second.
it went.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Take one. No problem. 1 second. I'll share it again. No problem. Now can you see? Has the manual come now? Hello? Nitin?
Yes, sir. Now it's come.
Yeah, you take whatever you want. Note down. Take your time. No problem. A is the area of the tank, R is the rise in water level, which is 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter. Take it as 0.1 because all should be in 1 unit meters. Divided by time. I have given you the area, R and T values. Calculate actual discharge. Next, theoretical discharge. A1, A2 is given. Calculate, D1, D2 is given diameter. Calculate A1, A2. A1 is equal to pi by 4 D1 square. A2 is equal to pi by 2 pi by 4 D2 square. Both are in meter square. Then calculate CD, Q actual by Q theoretical. It will be a number always less than 1. That's all. Simple it is. You don't need so much time at all. Very simple. Can you tell me what is CD value for first value, first number? Anybody? Can you tell? Sorry, one more thing. A1, A2 into root of 2G into H is the head loss, not the manometric height, small h. Sorry about that one. It is capital H, loss of head H. Put this H here, head loss. Yeah. Anyone can tell me?
So scroll down a bit, no, sir?
Down, huh? Tell me the CD value of the first one. First value, how much you are getting? Calculation not there. Now, what is the first value? How much you got? CD value, Q actual by Q theoretical. What is? What is the value? It is simple, no? Tell me what is the value, how much you're getting? Nitin, how much you got?
So I'm still doing it. So I'm doing like all the 3 first for each of the calculations, and then I'm doing the last one.
Okay. Okay. Sanjay,
So this V is equal to Q by A, sir. Like what is Q? So Q is supposed to take the theoretical discharge?
discharge. Q is the actual discharge. See, I mentioned it. Q is the actual discharge.
Okay.
A is the RFS meter.
Couldn't see that, sir.
Yeah, that's good. Sanjay Gowda is there?
Yes, sir.
Sanjay Gowda?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing the calculation?
Yes, sir.
What
I'm
value
doing,
you
sir.
got? Doing.
I'm doing, sir. 1 minute.
Well,
sir.
Sharan. Okay, Sharan. Sharan. N. Sharan. What are you doing? Where are you? Kiran? Kiran Veer?
Yes, sir.
Now what value are you getting? What
Still
is the
doing,
CD
sir.
value? How much you're getting?
Still
Okay.
doing, sir.
What about 90,000? What about?
Yes, sir, doing.
Okay. Nihal Shetty. Not simply putting attendance and going away.
First
You'll have
one,
to
I
upload
think
this in Google Classroom. Tell me. Yeah, first one, tell me.
0.099. 0.91 I got.
Okay, no, man. For what? CD value, huh?
CD value.
No, man. How it is highly being? It should be less than 1. Now, see, I will tell you. Take the first value.
0.0591.
0?
It's like very less than 1.
What is the value? Tell me, man.
Point 0539.
No. No. See the mistake you are making, no? You are keeping it in centimeters, something you are doing like this. Wait.
Everything
Now, for the
meters.
first value, I will tell you. Okay, 1 second. I'll just tell you. All students, listen. All of you listen. Loss of head calculation I'm doing. First one. Okay. H. So H is equal to, capital H is equal to small h. What is the value of small h I gave? Minus 1.9 plus 3.4. Isn't it? How much is that? 5.3. Isn't it? Into rho G. SG. What is SG? Specific gravity of mercury, 13.6. Minus water is 1. 13.6 minus 1. So what is the loss of head value that you got? 0.667 meters. All of you are getting this value? Are you getting this value? Respond, man. Hello?
No, sir.
Why you are not getting? Very simple, man. I have plus and minus, you don't know. Huh?
5.3
Minus
into
1.9. 5.3 into what is specific gravity of mercury? 13.6.
yeah.
See,
Minus
see the manual, man. Everything is. I am doing loss of head. 13.6 minus 1.
1.
That is 12.6. 12.6 into 5.3, how much? How much is
66,
12.3?
66.78.
66.78.
0.66. It is in meters, man.
Yes, sir. It
Keep
is
it
in
in
meters.
meters. 0.667 meters.
What have you
Got it?
converted down, sir, to meters? Because everything we have taken initially is in meters.
This 5.3 is what? Meters only.
Meters.
5.3, yeah. 1 second. 5.3 centimeters, man. Sorry, 5.3 centimeter. You make it another, reduce it by 100. So you'll get 0.667 meters. Correct. Okay. 5.3 centimeter it is. Okay. This minus 1.9 and 3.4 is centimeter, man. Okay. Here is madam. 5.3 meters into 12.6. So you'll get 5.3 divided by 100. 0.053 into 12.6. So 0.667 meters. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got it, no? 0.667 meters. That 5.3, it is centimeter, not meter. Okay. So H, first value of H is got 0.667 meters. So I'll do the first value calculation. So what is actual discharge? A into R T. So A is 0.12, which is constant, into R. What is the rise in water level? What is the rise in water level? 10 centimeter. That is 0.1 meter. So A into R, 0.1. Okay. They are given here, no? What is the area? It is 0.12 meter square. 0.12 meter square into R. R is how much? 10 centimeters. So keep it in meter. So 0.1 meter. Correct? Into so many meters square divided by what time I gave? 39. So now tell me the value of actual discharge. A into R divided by T for the first value. Tell me how much you got?
0.307 into the 10 power minus 1. 10 to the power minus 1. 0.30.
3.0 10 power minus 4. Correct?
Yeah.
I can keep it like this, 3.07 into 10 power minus 4. How much are you getting? Hello? Area is 0.12 into R is how much? 10 centimeter rise into 0.1 divided by time. Whatever you get, you keep it there in cube per second. How much you got? Point 12 into 0.1
3.07 into 10
divided.
power.
That only, sir.
Yeah,
You only said.
okay. Yeah. So that is there. Not I only said you should calculate and tell, man.
That only, sir. First I said. You corrected it. I said
No, how much?
0.307
Into 10 power?
minus 3. I said.
Yeah. So that means 3.07 10 power minus 4. Okay.
That one.
Both are same. Okay. Whatever it is. So actually you got. Next. Theoretical discharge. Do it now. A1, A2. A1 is equal to pi by 4 d1 square. A2 is equal to pi by 4 d2 square. So what is A1? Calculate the value of A1 and A2.
It should be in meter square, right?
All in meters only. Everything you
0.49.
convert.
A1 value 0.49.
Yeah, do so. Do A2 also. Pi by 4 into d2 square.
A2 0.122.
D much? Once again, D1 is given 25 mm. 25 mm means 25 and 10 power minus 3 meters. D2 12.5 mm. 12.5 into 10 power minus 3. So many meters.
4.9 into
So
10
take-
power minus 4.
Yeah. So A1 pi by 4 into D1 square. A2 pi by 4 into D2 square. Whatever value you get, take that value of A1 and A2. Once you know A1 and A2, you calculate head loss. No, head loss is how much? 0.667 meters. This capital H, 0.667. So Q theoretical is equal to substitute A1, A2, and H. G 9.81. Substitute everything and find theoretical distance. Do it. How much you got? Now, actual discharge is 3.07 10 power minus 4, correct? So, your theoretical discharge should be in 10 power minus 4 only. Check how much it is. How much are you getting? Q theoretical. What is the value? Somebody tell me. What is the value, man? Q theoretical. How much you got? Nitin? Sharon? Yeah, I'll stop sharing now. Since you know the formula, you tell me the values. Yeah, tell me what value you got. What is the value that you got? Can you hear me or not? Hello? Narendra?
Yes, sir, I can hear. I thought some mistake is, I did some mistake. It's getting in the value of 10 raised to minus 3 value.
Okay, now both of you calculate. Yeah, you calculate Q actual, Q theoretical. You divide Q actual by Q theoretical. Tell me the value of CD. Come on, do it. How much time you want, man? It is simple formula, man. Princeton Loy, how are you doing? Himala Vagesh.
So I'm getting very different values for actual and theoretical discharge.
See, man, there is only one formula, A into R divided by T. You cannot get anything different because A is 0.12, R is 0.1. Divided by time is 39 seconds.
Like the
Listen.
difference between Q actual and Q theoretical is very big.
Wait, I'll tell you. So Q actual you have done with. What is the value you got for Q actual?
0.0031.
Okay, keep it like that only. Next, Q theoretical. Let us come to Q theoretical. A1, A2 into root of 2GH divided by root of A1 square minus A2 square. Okay, what is A1? Pi by 4 D1 square. D1 is given. D1 is given. Calculate A1. Similarly, calculate A2. Pi by 4 D2 square. Substitute the value of A1 and A2 in the formula. So A1 into A2 into root of 2G into H. Capital H is head loss. You calculated it. That is 0.667 meters. Capital H is 0.667 meters. Divide by root of A1 square minus A2 square. That's all. You will get some value. Note down that value of Q theoretical. Divide Q actual by Q theoretical. You will get the value of CD. That's all. Do this now. What doubt is there now? Whether you keep it as 10 power minus 4 or 10 power minus 3 does not matter. Ultimately, when you divide Q actual by Q theoretical, you should get CD value. That's all. Understood? Nitin, the doubt is clear, huh? Do it now. Okay. Yes, what is the value? Tell me now. Yes, Rishi. Rishi, what value you got? Tell me. Princeton,
I'm doing it, sir.
what is there to do, man? It will take only 5 minutes. You're taking a 1 hour for this one. What is there in that one?
Sir, I'm doing it, sir.
Do it. See, all the classes will be like this only. We'll be giving the introduction, then the practical, how we are going to work on that, and then there will be specimen calculation. We'll give you the formula, you have to calculate. Okay? After doing the calculation, you have to post whatever you have written, that sheet, no, you have to upload in the Google Classroom. I have put the Google classroom code in the WhatsApp group, 5th semester. Just go to that code and put your assignment, what you have done today, into the Google Classroom. Put it there. Put your signature, your name, USN number, and upload in the Google Classroom. Anybody? Sanjay, what value you got? Tell me, first value. Sanjay? Sanjay N. What value you got? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt? All of you understood or not? Please tell me. If there is any doubt, get it clarified. What doubt you have? Nimala Vagesh, are you doing it? Nihal Shetty, what about you? What is the value you are getting?
I'm getting 0.94, sir, but it's way
Which one?
bigger.
Which one? CD value?
The theoretical. No, CD value I'm getting 3.28 into 10 power minus 4.
No, you won't get. See, I will tell you. All of you just do the calculate. It will take 2 minutes. That's all. Q actual. Do it now. Q actual is equal to area. What is area? 0.12 into R is 0.1. 0.12 into 0.1 divided by time is how much? 39. So Q actual is equal to, tell me the value now. What is the value?
3 into 10 power minus 4.
10 power minus 4, so many meter cube per second. Finish. Q actual is over. Next, Q theoretical. A1. What is A1? Pi by 4 D1 square. What is D1 square? What is D1? What is the value of D1? It's given item. Yes?
25 by 1000.
25
By 1000.
by 1000. Mm, it is there in mm divided by 1000. So I will get A1 pi by 4 into what? D square D1 square. That is 25 by 1000 whole square. Do that one into A2. A2 is how much? D2 is how much? Diameter D2 is how much?
12.5 divided by 1000.
So D2, so A2 is equal to pi by 4 into D2 square. Pi by 4 into that value divided by 1000. So many square you put it. Okay. So you, instead of putting divide by 1000, you can write into 10 power minus 3 also. It's easier to calculate. Okay, whichever way you are comfortable. Next. Use that value of A1 and A2 in this formula. Q theoretical is equal to A1. Yes, what is the value of A1, please tell me? What is the value of A1?
4.9 into 10 power minus 4.
Okay, A2?
1.2 into 10 power minus 4.
Okay, keep both A1 and A2 like that only. Into root of 2 into GH, G is 9.81, into H is head loss. What is that? 0.667. Take that value. Divided by root of A1. A1 square minus A2 square. Okay. Take the value of A1, square it. Take minus A2, square it. The difference, for that you have to take the root, square root. First you have to square A1, then square A2, then A1 square minus A2 square you have to do, then take the square root of that.
Square root of
That
the
will be the- Pardon?
denominator. You have to take the
Pardon?
square root of the denominator.
Square root of the whole denominator. A1 square minus A2 square, the square root is for the whole thing. Whole denominator. A1 square minus A2 square. Square root is for the whole thing. A1 square minus A2 square. Okay. For the whole denominator, the square root is there. Okay. Now I have given you all the values. Now do the calculation. Tell me the value of Q theoretical.
So SW is N, no, sir?
Which one?
SW.
Yes, sir, W. SW is 1 now.
Okay, sir. One, sir. That's where I was going wrong.
13.6 minus 1. So it is 12.6 into 5.3 centimeter. So 5.3 divided by 100. So you will get H is equal to 0.667. Now do the calculation. Please tell your friends, I want attendance. Students are not attending. Okay, it's going to be a problem if you show this poor attendance. It will be a big problem. Okay, I will have to report to HOD if you guys don't attend. Today only 11 students have attended. So out of 26, 26 students, only 11 have attended. So if this is the case, I will have to report to HOD. It will be a serious matter. Please inform your friends. Attendance is compulsory. What is the value? Tell me now. How much you got? What is Q theoretical? What is Q theoretical? Vincent?
0.0004.
Q theoretical.
4.4 into 10 power minus 4.
Q theoretical.
Yeah, Q theoretical.
4.4 10 power minus 4. Good. And what is Q actual? 3.07 10 power minus 4. Correct?
Yeah.
Now divide Q actual by Q theoretical.
I think answer might be 0.85.
Might be, not might be. Q actual by Q theoretical 3.07 into 10 power minus 4 divided by 4.47 into 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 4 will cancel. 3.07 divided by 4.47. What is the value? Tell me. That's all.
0.692 coefficient of discharge.
Yeah, that is the coefficient of discharge. Correct. Okay. So you got the value. So I told you CD value ranges from 0.6 to 0.9. It varies for our instrument to instrument. That is a measuring device, whether it's venturi, orifice, or nozzle, etc. CD is equal to 0.69. How much you got? 0.69. So similar way, do for the other two values, serial number 2 and 3 also do the values. So you will get 3 values of CD. Serial number 1, 2, and 3. For 3 readings, you will get 3 values of CD. Take the average value of that CD. That's all you have to do. Correct. All of you are getting this value? So what he has done is correct. So all of you please do that on similar lines. Then Reynolds number, rho VD by mu. How you will do that one? Second one. Rho is density. How much? Density of water? 1000. Into velocity V is equal to Q by A. Q is actual discharge. Divided by area of orifice meter. So you should take diameter of orifice. So you will get velocity into orifice diameter divided by absolute viscosity. You will get the Reynolds number. Now all of you are getting CD value? Prayag, Sanjay, Rishi? Yes? Nihal, you are the one who got, no, 0.69. Nihal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's correct. So this is the method of calculating coefficient of discharge. This similar procedure you do for the other two readings also. You note it down, put it in the tabular column, calculate CD, find the average value of CD and the Reynolds number. That's all. Now after finishing this one, you have to sign that sheet, whatever you have written. Then put your USN number and name and upload it in the Google classroom code. I have sent it in the WhatsApp in your group. Post it in your Google class code. Google Classroom, you post it. Okay? So that it will be easier for me to do the evaluation. Okay? I can know who is understanding what, who is doing which experiment, Have you understood or not? Okay, everything I can evaluate your sheets. Okay, once you have finished, one value you have found out, isn't it? Calculate Reynolds number, rho VD by mu, and then post it in the Google Classroom code I have given. Post it. Okay. Any doubts, please? Anybody? Sanjay, Prayag, Nitin? All of you got this value? Hello? All of you got this value?
So,
Okay. Post it in the Google Classroom code I put it. You want some more time? Rishi, you want some more or what?
no, sir, no, sir.
Okay, great. Now what I'll do is, I'm putting one quiz also in the Google regarding this RFS meter, one quiz I'm putting. You answer that and submit in the Google Classroom. Okay? And upload two things you have to do. I'll tell you now. First one, what you have done today, that experiment readings. Put your USN number, name, put your signature, upload in the Google Classroom. Code is given in the WhatsApp. I've sent it. B2 batch. Okay. I have made one group, FM Lab B2 batch. Put it in that. Second, I am sending one quiz now. And for that quiz, you need to just tick mark that quiz and post it also in the Google Class code. You know, like a Google form, you know that, right? So do it. And within 4:15, you have to do the quiz also and submit it. Okay, so I'll be posting the quiz also to you now. Okay. Any doubts? Please tell your friends. Attendance like this, we cannot adjust to this kind of environment. I'm telling you, only 11-12 students are coming here. There are 26 students in B2 batch. What happened to the others, I don't know. Okay, please tell your friends attendance is compulsory. This time you will be having the exams also, practical offline exams. Definitely you will be having. So attendance is compulsory, 85% attendance VTU is going to ask. If you are absent like this, we cannot proceed further. I will have to inform HOD. Okay, please. Don't get into attendance issues and all that. Attend the classes regularly. Go. Maybe after a month or so, we might be having regular offline classes itself for fluid mechanics. Okay, then there is no issue. In front of the machines itself, we can do the experiments and get the readings. Till then, we'll have to adhere to this kind of method only. Is it clear? Please tell your friends. See what other work you will be having apart from attending the classes. You can't go out, you can't do anything, right? Why don't you attend the classes? Please tell your friends. Okay. So with this, we have completed the RFS meter experiment. Any doubts anybody has got? You please come up with your doubts. Any doubts, please? Any doubts? Calculation, anything? Any doubts? Yes. Okay, if there are no doubts, then hello? Then I'll wind up. You would have completed RFS meter today. Now please answer the quiz and post today's work, whatever you have done in the Google Classroom. Code I have sent to the WhatsApp 5th semester group. Okay. So we'll stop today's class.
Okay, sir.
We'll wind up and next week we'll continue. Upload your assignments in the Google Classroom. I have made a separate folder for that, FM Lab batch B2. So put it in that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Excuse me,
answer the
sir.
quiz. Yeah, tell me.
So, like before